What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode. Don't be sour. I'm your host, Max Tuning, here with the goomah and Joe.
Hi.
Joe is 40 minutes late.
I fucked up. I'll take the blame.
We
on
just
that
talked
one.
about punctuality.
Me and Max pretty much already had a whole ass podcast.
You know what?
Yeah, we did.
I assumed that that the Uber driver would be cool with me putting my dog in their car, and like, I walked out, and the guy was like, "Absolutely not." I was like, "All right." So I had to go to the dealership, get my truck, go back, pick up my dog, come back. So that added,
You think
I probably should have asked.
Do you think Senna got denied because she's a dog or because she's a Doberman?
Both. I
What
think size of dog. I think
got
it was
profiled.
a smaller dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's
If you were an Uber driver, would you let dogs in your car?
No.
What?
I think if it's small, if it could sit in the person's lap, I'm cool with it. But like, nah.
Yeah. That's a good
I didn't think
rule.
about it. This is on me. I should have thought about that, but yeah.
Yeah,
It's all good.
couldn't you just be like, I'll hold it. I'll hold the dog. Hey, speaking of dogs, I've noticed a lot here in Texas. They do it. It really grinds my gears. Why? You ever seen people drive with like dogs like in the truck of their bed, but like on
Yeah,
like the
that's-
main road?
Bed of their truck.
What did I say?
Truck of their bed. Yes, I have seen a lot of dogs in the trucks of beds.
It's but like every now and then, still kind of weird.
If
They
a
have it in
dog sees a
crates.
squirrel,
Yeah, but I've seen.
Like,
I think some people just don't have space in the truck.
Bro, the other day I saw one. Like the dog would pop up and like little small dog.
Yeah, okay, but again, this goes back to what we talked about last time, where like not all dogs are like our dogs. Like some dogs are just pets. Some dogs are working dogs. Like hunting dogs, they don't treat like real dogs.
How is it not illegal to drive like 55 miles an hour down a road with an open dog in the back of a truck bed? How is that legal?
If it's not a shit in Texas, it's not illegal to do it with a human in the back of your truck as long as it's not a highway.
Yeah,
is
but
that the
I
rule?
think
highway.
I think you can have people in the back of your truck on like interstates.
I can
and
understand
stuff,
that with throw a person in the back there.
a person's fine, but a dog.
but like a small dog.
That's what the dog's used to. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't like it. Yo, okay.
It's probably less accidents because of that than you think. Like I think you see it and you're like, oh my god, that's insane. But like I bet the statistics aren't that bad.
I still get angry.
I don't think dogs are dying like every day. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
I'm not usually opinionated about like a lot of stuff. But
I
when
would never
see
put
that,
Senna in a truck bed.
I more like want to be like what is your problem? Like, and they'll probably be like, you want me? I'll get you. You got mace. I got my gun.
That's kind of like when you see dogs chained up in their yard, like sitting outside under a tree with a chain. And it's like,
Yo, that's another thing. In my neighborhood, not only is it just terrible because there's 17 dogs a day that get out, sometimes I'll see garage doors open and there's just like a dog crate with a dog in the garage, like just barking. And I'm like, do you just leave the dog in the garage?
that's
A
not
lot
a
of
dude
people do that, man.
or a Senna or
But
Nala.
I don't want to say to their defense, but when I grew up in Roanoke, our German Shepherd, Kayla, and the Buster, who was like a lab, they were strictly outdoor dogs.
Yeah, I had outdoor dogs.
We had one of
I
those
had two of 'em.
igloo dog things. It was just
Yeah.
on our porch, and all day, every day, we wouldn't even know where they are during the day. They'd be up in the mountains, and you would just yell for their name, and they'd come running.
for food.
What about our cats? Do you know people with cats that like?
Nope.
Because
Matt, my cousin has a cat.
okay, so one of my neighbors has this big Saint Bernard named Gunther. Really cool. Looks a dude every time we're walking by. But they had these two cats, and I've physically seen them one time. Like they open the front door, and the cat just walks out, and they close the door, and like they just let their cats like outside.
We had an outdoor cat when I was growing up.
They explore. They kind of like get trained to come back home.
How do you test that? Do you go, okay, I think it'll know
By
how
not
to
giving
get
a damn if they leave or not?
I ca-
Yeah, like our cat growing up was like a like mouse cat. I think a lot of cats are like go outside and get rid of the mice and stuff.
Every now and then we have Doodle bark at like 2 a.m. and I immediately grab my mace. There'll be a cat like in our backyard.
Immediately grab
And because dudes just sees this cat.
mace the cat.
Hey, okay, this is the last time we're going to bring this up, but what do you think about me carrying mace when I walk dude around my neighborhood?
I'd rather you carry a gun.
There we go. You're 0 for 4 on this, Max.
Would you be quicker to shoot someone or to mace someone if there was I need to get this person away from me?
I'd much rather like show my gun.
Yeah, I will say that if I'm coming at somebody and they pull out a thing of mace, like I'm still coming at them. But if you pull out a gun, I'm like, I'm gonna back away. I'm good.
Daddy's not coming on anything, okay?
Yeah.
What movie is that from?
Senna, lay down. I don't know.
What movie is that from?
Senna.
Come on, Daddy's not coming on anything. So yesterday I got home to my water cut off.
Peasants.
We come in at like 6:30, ready to take a
Yep.
fantastic shower, and there's a letter on our door that says Taylor thought it was a joke. She was like, I thought you were kidding. It said like, hey, delinquent Bill, your water has been turned off.
Speaking of delinquent bills, get this. So we're applying for the house, right? This is 2-3 weeks ago. And of course, like they run my credit and run Heidi's credit. Hers is flawless. And then I get notified that mine is like just as bad as it was like years when I first bought the house. And I'm like,
Wait,
what?
what's your credit score?
Oh, bro, I don't know.
435.
It's under 6 right now.
Like, so it's in the fives?
It's in the 5s.
Okay,
But
that's not good, but it's not terrible.
it's like low 5s.
It's 501. It's
You
5.
got to look at the other ones though. We'll go back to the go on.
Okay, so, and I'm like, I call my banker. I'm like, yo, we did all these things to make this credit go up. How the hell? And then it turns out that I had 3 collection agencies, right? So he gives me all the lists of all the collections. So I spent a whole last day, like 2 weeks ago.
Would you owe like $100 somewhere?
Well, it was like $50, $90, $200, but all 3 of them were fraud. All of them. Some like two of them were in California using my name and shit
To buy like dildos and
to
stuff?
buy like electric and water and shit like that. So I had like 3 separate cases that I have to now. I had to like write letters and shit to each one and to all the companies. Now I'm waiting to get mail, and then I gotta all this shit to like get that alleviated for my thing.
Yeah.
You know,
And
got
then I'm
me.
like, how long is it going to take to go to see the credit?
My credit
reflected?
got fucked up because of it was actually me though, it wasn't fraud. I just didn't pay an electricity bill after we left your neighborhood. We moved out, and I guess there was one extra bill, and I just never saw it in the mail.
you know, speaking of random bills, I did an ad promo for Rocket Money like a while ago. And I know Joe always talks shit about ads and stuff, but like in this, there's a way to like see about reoccurring bills. And Taylor, of all people, watched my Instagram story. My fiance watched my Instagram. I didn't even talk to me about it. So watch my Instagram story. And like, cause I said like, oh, maybe you have like reoccurring bills you don't even know that are happening. This like finds them. This is not an ad for Rocket Money, by the
How
way.
much they paying you to say this right now?
No one's paying me
tell,
anything.
tell everyone your fiance ended up using it.
No one's paying me anything.
right.
But she's like, she ran this thing and she found out that for the past like year and a half, someone got her information and had been auto paying like $150 a month to like Ford
Yeah.
for a year and a half, and she
Yeah.
never noticed.
I said this the other day. I didn't want to sound like a dickhead, but I was talking to a friend of mine.
You-
You'd be way worse than me.
Wait, you didn't want to sound like a dickhead?
Yeah, I know. Shocker. I was saying that like I think if someone took my credit card and spent $500 a month on it, I don't think I would notice for a long time.
That's
Yeah.
the,
And I'm like, Christian could be like $10,000 a month. No one
that's
noticed for
the
a long
privileged
time.
rich person in
Yeah,
you.
no, I was thinking about the other day. Like, I don't go through my I'm not checking. Like, did I actually go to Chipotle this day and stuff? Like, someone could spend $20 a day on my credit card, and I would never fucking notice.
To be honest, I randomly will. I'm pretty like on top of my finances.
You're like someone does do that on my credit card every
Many
day.
people do.
No, I'm pretty on
Yeah.
top of my finances, and like
I don't think so.
I periodically go into my credit card.
Yeah, but periodically, it's not. If I pulled a credit card out of your wallet, went and bought like $1,000 TV randomly, didn't tell
I
you
would
put
know.
it back.
I would
Do you
know.
think you would?
That's
You think you would know
Because
like same day? Or you know like later.
when
in the
I go
year?
to pay my credit card bill, because this is on auto, but like a lot of times, like for my business account where we spend well over like $100K a month in this one credit card, if my current max is like 150 on that card, and we're already at 90, and I still have like 20 days left, I'm like, oh, I need to go ahead and pay this, or else we're gonna like run out by the time I need to do it. So I'll just go ahead and like pay, and then I'll click on account summary, and I'll just kind of skim through it to.
I haven't done
see.
anything like that ever.
you might want to.
You know,
This might be
that's what
useful.
I heard that, I don't know if it's a strategy, Planet Fitness, if you're listening, but you know how they're $10 a month?
Yeah.
Oh, bullshit.
They did like this, there was like a study that basically said like the reason they do the $10 is because there's a threshold of money, and $10 is, no matter the income of someone, $10 is low enough that you either forget about it, or it's so low that you're like, oh, I don't need to cancel because I'll probably go next month. It's so low of an amount
Yeah.
that there's so many people that just like oh, it's $10.
Do
Like,
they have like hidden fees, like, or like once a year they like do like a upgrade fee? Or
yeah, I think their
stuff
fee
like
is that you have to work out with Barney equipment all day. That's the negative fee.
Yeah,
but I bet-
Fitness Connection was like 15 a month or 20 a month.
I bet they have
And
like
it's like-
10,000 members though.
But then they have like
But no one
twice
goes.
a year they charge you like $40 or for like.
I
they
think
call them
Planet's
fees.
actually $10. I think that's it.
That's wild.
But I think they have so many members that
That's the
it
great thing
covers
about
the-
reoccurring charges too, because for all your like churn rate, which is how many people are going to be like falling off, right? Is for every person that wants to cancel, there's probably, I mean, I don't even know the data, but I'd probably say a minimum of half those people that want to cancel will wait another month or two before they act. Like they'll wait longer to cancel, even though they don't want to go anymore and won't cancel. They just won't get around to it.
I bet Planet Fitness, like if Lifetime Sugarland was like at 8,000 members, I bet Planet Fitness would be like 15, 22,000 members if it's a good location.
Yeah, but I bet no one goes.
Yeah, and no one goes.
It's
yeah.
funny to
That
talk
$10
shit
a
about
month,
it,
you
a
don't
gym
feel
like
like you
that,
have
but
to
they
go.
were like, they probably crush it.
They're a genius.
Yeah, they really are genius. Okay, so this water bill.
Yeah.
Water bill's cut off.
Yeah.
And I look at this piece of paper and then I'm starting to get confused because I'm saying like, I don't remember getting anything in the mail. There's no notice before this, like, hey, your water's gonna be cut off. So I'm like, okay, what's going on? Because then I think, I'm like, wait a second, all my bills since I've moved into this house are on auto pay. Like, and I haven't changed my credit card. It comes out of my personal credit card. I haven't changed my credit card. I haven't got a new credit card. So, and it's on auto pay. And I'm like, well, this doesn't make any sense. And I go on like, and then I look at the paper and it says you have to call between 8:30 a.m. and 4:30 p.m.
Yeah.
Now it's 7, okay? So I'm like, so I call and someone answers. And I'm like, hey, I don't understand, but like I need to pay the bill and get my water turned back on. And they're like, oh, we can't do it till tomorrow unless it's an emergency. And I say,
It's an emergency.
well, I literally go, and I don't know if I sounded rude. I didn't mean to, but I was more a joke. I was like, is not having any water not an emergency? He's like, oh, no. I was like, so I just came home with no notice, and now I just have to wait until tomorrow. So he's like, yes. I'm like, okay. So, because then I go on my computer. I'm starting to go down this rabbit hole, right? And I'm like, okay, I'm like, first of all, I'm like, I don't even know where I pay this water bill. So I had to find where I was paying it. So I found like the municipal thing, search it, and I see all these emails of your bill is ready, your bill is paid, your bill is ready, your bill is paid. But it stopped in February. And I'm like, oh, that's weird. So then I call this morning, 8:30. I'm the first one to call. I called him like, hey, here's an issue, whatever. Like, I'm ready to pay. And they're like, yeah, it looks like your card got declined for whatever reason in March or something. And I go, oh, well, like, do y'all not send out like an email to me that like my bill didn't get paid or anything? And they're like, no, your credit card would have had to say that there was a declined charge. I was like, well, they didn't. Like, so I'm just supposed to know that it didn't pay. Like, I didn't get an email, I didn't get an alert, I didn't get like a letter in the mail, nothing.
Bro, you're over here complaining, but we just had, what was it, 700,000 people with the tornado without water? This is crazy.
I know people are going to go, Max, there's people dying.
What, Chelsea still doesn't have water. It's Wednesday now.
Or power.
Well, here's
power.
you know what? I still don't have water because as of 2:00 today,
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
at 8:30, I called. I'm like, hey, so we'll get fixed like early. She's like, yeah, well, we'll have someone out there soon.
Yeah.
It's 2 p.m.
Yeah,
Taylor gets home, still not on. I call back, and I go, hey, I called and paid the bill at 8:30 this morning, and the water's still not on. They're like, oh yeah, let me see your name. Yeah, you're on the list. And I go, okay, like, so when can I expect the water to be turned
No,
on?
we have no idea.
They're like, oh, we don't have a time frame. I go,
What?
Yeah.
I'm like, today? She's like, yeah, it should be today. I was like,
Yeah,
what?
this happened to me in my old house, and I don't know why in my head I thought it was like a oh, you paid your bill, like turn it back on and a valve opens somewhere. No, it's like a dude comes with the thing and he opens his lock and he turns something with a screwdriver and
yeah, I'm sure I could have like turned my water back on.
I was in my office on my computer and look out and there's a guy in my front yard like turning something. I ran out, I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, oh, you didn't pay your water bill. And I was like, can I pay you? And he's like, no. And just like shut it and got in his car and left. And I was like,
can
all
I
right.
double what I owe and pay you right now?
Yeah, I'm like, can you not do this? Like, no. Like, all right.
But I'll tell you, not having any water, I use water for a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Taylor and I we sponge bathed.
You have a pool. Just jump in the pool.
That's chlorine.
So?
We used
one night.
We used face wipes, got naked, and face wiped the entire body.
All right. Now we all see that. Oh man.
Hey, when you go number 2, do you have to take a shower right after?
No.
No?
But I mean, no.
I don't go number 2, so.
How many showers do you take a day?
2, 3 tops.
Shawley says that
What is a 3 shower situation? Yeah.
Well, it's normally 2.
Okay.
how long do you
3
take?
if it's like middle of the summer and I'm like just running around
but you
property.
sweat a lot.
Yeah, if I sweat a lot, then I have to just rinse off real quick.
How long are y'all showers?
Depends.
5 minutes.
Yeah, if I'm like, I need to, if it's a strictly getting clean shower, 5 minutes,
What
maybe
else?
like 7. If it's like a deep thought, hot water, I'm just chilling shower, like could be 30 minutes. There's times where I'm in the shower for 15, 20 minutes just sitting there pondering life.
You sit?
Yeah, I have a little step in there.
Sometimes I'll sit on the floor.
I sit on the ground.
Yeah,
haven't
but
gotten
you got
that
to turn
far
the heat
yet.
up a lot. To
Oh
do
yeah,
that.
because the
distance.
Yeah, the distance,
Yeah.
and then I'll kind of sit with my arms like in my knees.
Yeah, if I'm sick, I love it.
If someone came in and saw me just like sitting
Yeah,
in the
that's what I
shower,
was gonna say.
they'd be like, "Are you?"
I'm assuming
depressed?"
I'm assuming your life's taking a bad turn if you're a grown ass man sitting in a ball in the bottom of the shower.
You know, I tried to think like every now and then I'm like, because Taylor will comment like I take really long showers. Because in the morning I shower by myself, at night I shower with Taylor most of the time.
Masturbate.
Well, no, not anymore. But no, your mom. No, because I started thinking, I was like, why? Like it's just hot water. Yeah, it feels good, but I'm like, I'll sit in there for like 30, 40 minutes, and I had an epiphany. I told Taylor, tell me if this makes sense. When I was in college, okay. Now I've always been a frugal guy with my money because I was not making a bunch of money and I would live with like, this is back in my trap house days. So I lived with like a couple of the roommates, and I would try to maximize all the bills. So not only would I make sure all the lights are like turned off if we're not using them, even if we're like not, the kitchen is 3 feet from like the living room, but I'm like, we're not using the kitchen light, let me turn that off. And then, because people leave it on. But when I would take showers, I would try to take as fast as a possible shower. I mean, my shower would be like 45 seconds because I would just get in immediately, like scrub, and I'd wash my hair. I'd do it as fast as possible and turn the water off. So I was like, I know that I'm making the water bill as low as possible. And now, I'm not even kidding. I did
Now
that
you're
for
in
like
there for 4
years.
Yeah.
And then now, I feel like I'm wasting water, but I feel like I'm paying myself back for all the short showers I used to take.
Yeah.
No?
I take fast showers. I try to take colder showers though, or like low to moderate temperature.
Why?
For my hair, it's better for your hair. So, but I just pretty much like do my shampoo, conditioner, and then like I'm quick. Yeah, I don't linger.
I got a bone to pick with you.
You got a
About
boner?
cold stuff. Yeah, I got a boner to pick. Do y'all actually have cold plunges at Outland now?
They're going to be coming.
yeah.
I'm going to put them where the.
Okay, here's my question.
How dirty do they get?
Well, because like you got to think everyone's going to do it after they work out. How you can't swap all the water out of that tub and chill it fast enough to make that work. So like, are we just going to accept that there's just like
It's
dirty
some,
ass
like,
people?
It's
in
like a filtration.
Nah, dude. After
Hey,
4
if
sweaty
you get in
people
a-
getting there, like
If you're the type to get in a cold plunge, like
I guess how often are you gonna replace the water in the cold plunge? Is that nightly? Is it
probably
fresh?
after.
Because like when you have your own at home, you can leave it. I mean, it's like the same water nonstop. But if it's 80 random people getting in it, I don't know how I feel about that.
See, I'm not gonna lie. I just wouldn't do a cold plunge at a gym.
Yeah, no, same.
But
when you said you were doing that, I'm like,
We're gonna get them. But I wouldn't do it.
To your defense, in I think is it the paddle gym in Marbella, the like really cool outdoor
Oh
gym?
yeah, that was disgusting in there.
Well, I haven't gone in, but they have hot tubs and a bunch of cold
Well, I mean,
plunges.
Lifetime has
and
a
there's
hot
like a bunch
tub.
of dudes just.
In there.
I think maybe that's why the cryo is more popular because you can put 100 people through and it's not like dirtying up anything, you know?
Hey, to put you in the hot seat, yeah. How with this new recovery area?
Did you try it?
I have not yet. Actually, I was thinking about doing it today.
Yeah, I should.
How do you, if people come in all sweaty and you're sitting in like a leather chair and then you have one with like the face
Well,
mask
it's
thing?
all what is it? The latex, like that material. So it's all like super easy white.
Are you making the people like, hey, you have to use
Yeah,
these like,
like-
face wipes or
Well, you
neck
can't come in
wipes?
from like gym 2 all sweaty. I haven't like we've already like addressed it, but we haven't established the rule now that we're getting into summer we need to. But the only thing I'm worried about, and we just had to swap them out pretty often, is going to be the with the zero gravity chair that comes with like an eye massager, like sensory thing. So that's a different fabric material. So that's the only thing that like I think is going to get dirty quick. But
Do you think over
keep
time
buying 'em.
in the generations, like, do you think we're getting more conscious of germs and like dirtiness? Because I feel like back in the day, no one cared at all.
I still don't care.
I don't really care.
I always say like
gonna
I always
say,
say my grandma, bless her soul, she lived to 89 years old.
Yeah.
You know, which is pretty up there, right? And my grandma never took a multivitamin. Probably
Oh,
drank
no.
like a glass of
Yeah,
water
no,
a
it's-
day.
Yeah.
Probably ate processed we're feeding us just chef
Fried
board.
food only.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, we have better technology. We should learn, but like nowadays, even to like your best friends, you still when you like give a bottle, you're like, oh man, I don't know what the fuck Joe has.
It's called we're getting to be
Or like-
pussies.
See,
Like, if I give
don't
you a
care
drink,
about that
you-
as much.
you
I
would be
used
like-
to. I used to be really weird about that. Now I don't
I'm
really
weird about
care.
that.
I kind of get offended when
If
someone,
it's a close friend, I don't care. If it's like a random stranger, like
to be honest, I get mildly offended if I was to give you my drink and you wanted to try it and you waterfalled it, I'd actually
or
I
straw.
always do that.
why?
Waterfall?
What do you think that I like?
I have a story. So when
got-
I
we got
was
time.
when I was a kid, we were in Brownsville.
How old
with
were you?
my-
How old?
Probably like 8, 9, maybe 10, and we were at my grandparents' house, and my grandpa just remember like he would always have his cups right, and all the cups around the house, but he would spit in them, bro.
What?
He would just
Some
like
dip?
just like
dip-
spit, no,
dip-
like, just
dip?
like spit. And so once I like went to go grab this cup, I went to go grab like this glass cup, and it was just sitting there, and I like was gonna go fill it and like take a drink, but I know as I was about to do it, I noticed like this green, mucusy like in there, and ever since then, I don't even know. My dad doesn't know this story.
So you're worried that there's gonna be a loogie in my drink? That I'm
Oh,
giving
but
you?
it was just like a cluster of like just like shit, and so in a glass, and so ever since then, I just am like,
I've had
Germs.
friends that have drank out of like dip.
I feel like every
bottles on
kid has
accident, like, that
accidentally.
is- ugh.
Every kid has accidentally drank their uncle's spit
No,
thing.
no,
No?
That is not every kid. I have a question for you though on this. I was at. All right, here's a scenario. You're at Chipotle.
oh god, bro.
Yeah, something about. I know
I
it's
love
bad.
Chipotle.
All right, you're at Chipotle. You're eating there, right? Spoonful, bunch of chicken, rice, all that. You go in your mouth, a couple pieces of chicken fall off on the table. What do you do?
Eat it.
I did that, and the person I was eating was like, "That's fucking disgusting. You don't know
I
what's
would
on
do
that
that.
table." Yeah, right. Like I'm not gonna like. I guess the argument was like, "You don't clean the table, so why would you?" I don't know. They freaked out about it, and that made me think.
My
like,
The
rule-
table had residue, like some shit on it already.
I don't think I'm even checking, dude. I'm just grabbing my chicken and eating it. I don't
Yeah.
think it crossed my mind not to just eat it off the table.
I'll be at some places that I'll do that, and afterwards I'll go. I don't know if I should have done that, but
I eat stuff off the floor for sure. Even if like Nala's walking around or something, as long as there's not hair on it, I like quick look and I'm good.
yeah. If there's a hair in your food at a
Then it goes trash.
Chipotle, do you pull the hair out and keep going?
Yeah, I'm eating the rest of it.
Oh,
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
I would probably go get a new bowl.
Would it matter how big the hair is?
Yeah,
If
if
it-
it's a head hair, I'm better off with it than if it's like a pube or something. At that point, I think I'm.
Someone
Or
just-
if there's two small hairs, nah. But if it's one long hair, like I'm okay. People's hair, I get it. I'm okay with that. You're gonna get a new bowl.
I'll get a new bowl.
You're that guy.
If it was like a long hair that wasn't mine, yeah.
Yo, what's your thoughts on? I don't know if considerate. What's the manners? If you get a wrong, like, what's the threshold of someone messed up my order, but maybe someone else goes, "Oh, it's just this thing." But you're like, "Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Like, it's messed up," and you go like if you didn't want mayonnaise on.
There's no threshold for me.
Yeah, me too.
I don't. I go to Chewy's. I love Chewy's. Big Chewy's guy.
It's a Mexican
And
restaurant.
I hate beans. It's like the one thing I don't like. I don't like beans on
Yeah,
anything.
I'm
I fucking hate
pretty
beans.
stickler with it too.
Yeah.
because I'm very detailed.
No,
very,
I'm saying I'm not.
Oh, you're not.
So I get up the burrito with no beans, and I'd say half the time it comes with beans, and I fucking hate it. But if they come ask me how it is, I'm like, it's great.
Oh, no,
I'm
I'll
not sending
say
it
it.
back. Like
You're
I'm
not
good.
sending it back?
No,
I'll send it back. Just because like I take if you don't take time to like really just like I don't know, it kind of depends on the waiter and stuff. But like if I like to really be very clear, and so and Heidi's like literally she can't have anything. She's allergic. So usually they have to be very attentive for her order. So like it kind of helps me like
Yeah, I never.
have a good percent ratio.
You know,
of
I think
success.
that's a good strategy. If you ever like really don't want something on your
Allergic.
meal, you just got to be like, "Hey, can I get no tomatoes on this? Because I'll die if I have one."
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, we joke about this at steakhouses all the time. Where we'll be eating, and you're like, "Damn, the steak sucks. It's not cooked right." And then the chef will come, or the waiter will be like, "Hey, like, is everything good? Everything's cooked right?" And you're like, "Yeah, it's wonderful." And they walk away and you're like, "This fucking sucks."
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't ever complain food places.
Christian, you're trying to like change your whole. You said like the cold shower for your hair, and then
Wait for your hair. What's that?
well,
like it's better to shower cold than to shower hot for your hair.
And by it's better, he means like he saw one person that said that, so it's like gotta be true.
I mean,
that's how I live my life.
It kind of like tightens up
It sounds like
instead of like
Well, no,
tracks.
yeah, no, I was just giving you shit, but no, for hair stuff, actually, here's a real hair thing: is after you shower, you're supposed to like
dab the towel.
Well, that
Yeah,
too.
I heard that too.
You're supposed to dab. Yeah. You're not supposed to like
I used to
violently
just
do
fucking
it.
do that. Yeah.
There's a lot of things and you're supposed to like to lock in nutrients. You're supposed to like shock your head and like use like the last part of your shower should be like cold water. Anyway,
Well, I've heard that with a blow dryer.
Well,
People say if you
use
use
heat
a hair
protectant.
dryer,
Same
well,
with
if you
that.
do that, then at the end you're supposed to go to cold mode and like you're not supposed to stop on the hot.
God, there's too many rules,
Yeah.
man. But you're trying overall to because I noticed in your videos, and then you made a comment to me the other day that I've never heard
Whole
you
Foods.
make. But you're trying to cut out like,
spray.
processed foods.
I mean, yeah.
Why?
One thing at a time. Just it's really starting with just like lowering because I'm trying to get in shape, lose some weight, get my abs going. So I'm like 200, 201 right now. Want to get to like 190, 195. But instead of just doing the normal macro approach like I always do, it's like I'm just keeping my carbs lower and trying a higher fat with the same protein. And with doing that, it's so just by making the rule of like, okay, I'll minimize the carb and then letting myself have the room for the fat to go up. Like you're encouraged to use like butter, olive oil, and that kind of stuff.
Have you watched the that dude on Instagram? It's like the British
Becca?
black dude.
Oh no.
No? I'll show you after this. He's like super famous now, and like all of his fitness stuff is basically like fuck supplements, like fuck all these companies, like
You
eat
should eat
butter,
real
eat
food.
avocados, like
Yeah.
eat real food.
And I am feeling real good. I have a lot of energy right now.
That's what
but
he
I don't want to
claims.
be like one of those. I refuse to be the guy that's stay away from carbs. No, like I've gotten shredded as
I could
hell.
never get rid of carbs.
But and I've been like that too. But it's weird, man. Like I have carbs before the workout, and if I want after the workout. But just by having higher fat, I'm really like pretty like.
So you're not
I'm getting leaner, man.
Yeah, but I don't think that's just from lower calories.
No, I know.
higher-
I know the third. And that's why I feel like a traitor to the IIFYM. You know.
So you're not just cutting out all processed foods.
I mean, pretty much, yeah. I mean, I really eat the same shit every day: ground beef, whole eggs, like butter, turkey, chicken sausage.
Do you eat like protein bars and stuff?
I haven't been, no. But I saw the Bear Bell ones you got there, and I was eyeing them. I think I'm gonna grab one before I leave.
Like I think I'm gonna
The
go
cookies
into
and cream, so good.
what else?
And mainly for my gut, because I've been having gut issues. So like since my prep,
How do you know you have gut issues?
because you have to go to the restroom like all the time. And it's just like
To
not
to
like-
pee?
No,
Or- oh.
but it's
Why
just
would
like,
your gut control your pee?
I don't know, Joe. What does your pancreas do?
That's not the same. but
What does your
okay.
pancreas do?
Anyway,
doesn't do nothing?
I think
do
it
you
does
know?
have something, but I don't know
What does your spleen do, Joe?
Nothing.
I'm proving a point that no one knows anything about anything.
No, but I'm saying your gut
No,
has
no one on
control
this
of your-
planet knows what a spleen even
your-
is.
and
Where's that? Your
kidney?
foot?
And okay, continue.
Are the core power shakes? That's processed, huh? That's like
Dude, core power's so good.
yeah.
Those are the best ones.
Without that,
Well, those are real dairy though.
yeah, it's just like ultra filtered
yeah.
milk. So
I don't know
have a
how
lot
I
of that.
feel about the whole look, man. I like if you go, hey Max, what's better, this plate of, ground turkey and vegetables and spinach, or this protein bar? Like I'm gonna be like, obviously the food, right? But at the end of the day, I feel like there's this balance because do you ever see someone who's just like,
No, there's a balance for sure.
and not saying that physically how you look, whether you're super shredded and muscular, doesn't directly correlate
like
to
the
your
health
knowledge,
inside.
right? But also, it's like when people are like have like a big belly and they're kind of like clearly like not obese, but like clearly overweight, clearly don't really work out that much, but they're saying like, oh my God, you drink Diet Coke, that stuff's so bad for you, or like
Yeah, that's
all this
bullshit.
stuff, and I'm just like, you like. So I feel like there's this balance, and it's as long as you don't have this like extreme one or the other.
Well, there's definitely the testosterone thing. I forgot what the number was, but it was like the average 25-year-old now has lower testosterone than the average 50-year-old from 20 years ago or something like that. I don't know the actual stats, but basically the point is that like all the processed foods and radio waves and shit, like it does have an effect. Whether it has an effect directly on like the way you look in the mirror, I don't know. But there's definitely like negative side effects to eating processed food versus organic food.
I'm not saying that like, I can eat processed food and get shredded, so I'm smarter than someone who's like slightly overweight who eats nothing but veggies, right?
Yeah.
I'm just more saying like,
I'm saying on a health level beyond the gym.
No, for
There
sure.
is like actual things that are fucked up from the processed food.
Oh yeah, 1,000%.
Like
Yeah,
there was some other study the other day that like I think like out of 30 men or whatever, they found microplastics, like traces of microplastics in every single one of their testicles.
That's a big thing
Yeah.
right now is microplastics
30 for
in
30.
men's testicles.
Yeah.
Damn.
And it's bringing the sperm counts down, it's bringing your tests down. That's like I think more men right now are infertile than ever before in history.
No, I put a
huge
I put a little
percentage.
telescope down my pee hole. No microplastics.
Just a micro penis.
I was gonna make that joke about you, bro.
Yeah.
Damn, I was gonna make that joke about you.
But no, I mean there's definitely some bad shit going on that we don't know
They
about.
say in Japan right now, it's just going to take one generation for the population to literally decrease by 50%.
Yeah, because no one's having kids.
No one's
and
having
they're all
kids.
old as fuck. The average age is like 60.
Yeah. And it's just one kid on average. Like it's like 0.9, 0.9.
Yeah, but we're getting there too. No one can have fucking kids.
Yeah.
Even like
That's 'cause all you
regardless on the
fake
TRT
natties-
No, even without the TRT thing, like I'm thinking just in general, there's more infertile men right now than ever before. I don't think we know why. I think it's processed foods and plastics and radio waves and
Joe's
shit.
right, but I think that's like the bigger issue of the population is like the whole just like the dynamic.
Or don't want
the
kids,
dynamic
yeah.
of men and women right now. That's what's causing the bigger gap. Like U.S. has the biggest gap of like I just watched a Brett Cooper.
Well, the
Daily
problem
Wire thing about
the problem is Brett Cooper, the Daily Wire chick. You know what the problem is? All the women don't need no man, and all the men
Exactly.
are too afraid that
that's
women
what I'm saying.
are like nowadays because of the whole red pill thing. A lot of men just think all women are evil, and then all women or not all, but like now they're like,
Yeah.
I don't need no man.
That's exactly what it is.
It's
And it's the worst in the U.S.
I feel like in the past like 3 years, it has just been this like men versus women, like
yeah.
Mortal Kombat, like.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what happened? What happened? How do we get here?
Yeah, it's like the last 5 years have rocket shipped it.
Yeah. Well, that kicker
sure.
gave some speech to piss everybody off.
Oh yeah, bro.
The Chiefs guy.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like the kicker or something.
Yeah.
I heard the speech back and like I don't want to piss anybody
No,
off.
there
like,
was nothing
I didn't
wrong with
think
it.
it was that. Yeah. I mean, like.
Well, he just said, what did he say? He said like men. He's like basically like men need to be men.
No,
women-
I mean he really just
No.
addressed. He like addressed the women in the crowd. He's like, I know you're excited to get your career started, but I bet a lot of you are also excited. Basically, telling the women there's no
The bigger calling.
yeah,
of,
that like or there's no
nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, there's no negative. Like you shouldn't feel bad about wanting to start a family. And so he's basically saying like all of you are graduating your degrees, congratulations. But also like for those of you that want to go start a family and stuff, like I'm sure you're excited about that too.
Yeah.
And that was like the worst thing he could have fought. Like all the media was like, this guy's
Yeah, no,
evil,
I-
misogynistic. It's like, shut
I
the
hate
fuck
that.
I mean, how do you? It's like I see both sides of it.
Oh, also, it was a fucking private, like, Christian academy. Like, it was a private religious school. It wasn't like this was like an inner city. Like, that was the other crazy part is like the values that he was talking about are things that they're teaching at that college.
Right, bro. 100. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why he was. And then the NFL came out and were like, we don't support his statement. It's like,
Oh,
shut
my
the
God.
fuck up. No one thinks you do. Like, anyways.
Bullshit.
Oh, and then at the end he goes, and like my he's like, and like my teammate Travis Kelce's girlfriend says, everyone got so
Oh,
mad.
he said that? Oh, I didn't hear that.
He called Taylor Swift my teammate's girlfriend.
I didn't know
Well,
he
I mean,
did.
that's fine.
Yeah,
that not
you gotta
fine?
pay some respect. It's fine, but you gotta pay some respect.
I'm saying if
you know
I
what
was
mean?
talking to somebody, I was like, oh, like Christian's wife. Is that disrespectful?
Yeah, but-
should I say Heidi Summers every time I refer to her?
No. I think that this. Okay, let me try to put this in perspective here.
I think that there was some underlying little
You think
stab there.
he was saying like that's what she's known for?
Yes,
Yeah,
I think
like,
that's
like her
what,
most notable thing is it's my teammates.
or that's just like you might
I
know
don't know
her.
if he meant it that way, but all right.
I
I see it.
It's like, why say that?
Yeah,
You know.
fair.
Do you?
Fair.
Yeah. Okay. So what do you think of like with
Like,
the-
would you ever say Max's wife or Max's fiance? No, I would say Taylor.
I would. It depends on who I'm talking to, I guess.
I would.
Yeah, if I was giving a speech and I was
Max's
like, yeah, Max
fiancé
is really
Taylor.
happy with his fiance. No, I would say, yeah, I wouldn't say. I would say fiance.
You know, sometimes I wonder,
Yeah.
is it and
Depends.
I don't ever mean it in like a disrespectful way, but like sometimes I'll introduce Taylor and say like, "This is my fiance Taylor."
That's fine.
Is that fine?
That's fine.
I think that's
But would someone look at that and be like,
you
"Why
just said,
isn't
"This is
she?
my
This is
fiance."
Taylor, who's also happens to be my fiance."
No.
You're pairing them. I feel like Taylor would say the same thing about me. Like, this is my fiance Max.
I would be mad if they didn't. I think if you introduce her as Taylor, I bet that's weird.
They'd be like, "Who's Taylor?"
Yeah, that's like,
if they don't
that'd be
know her.
Was she like an
Yeah.
assistant or like like you guys?
And I'll say she was Miss Texas, motherfucker.
Well,
That's
This
what
is
I'd
Miss
say.
Texas, my fiance Taylor.
Yeah,
their whole fucking title.
dude, Miss Universe stepped down. It was like the first time ever, like pulled out of.
Because-
Didn't like the. I think there was some drama going on with the.
Like she won and then accepted it.
She
and then,
won, accepted. There's like 3 months left, and she like basically said like, "I'm out."
Damn.
Pulled her title because of like I think some problems
I
going
saw
on
that.
with stuff. And then the first runner up, who was like, "Okay, I guess you won now," didn't want to go, or maybe they did. I don't know. I don't know that world. Taylor would be able to explain that
Yeah.
more than me.
That's one of those things I'm like, if they won, they're in that world for the last 20 years of their, like they know.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's no way that you did this for 15 years and didn't know there was like scandals and stuff. And now it's probably just now it came out and now they want to look like they're righteous and doing the right thing. But,
Maybe
like,
the world's
they
just
knew.
so messed up and so many
Yeah.
fucking chaotic things are happening that it's like very hard to like
Well,
stand like without getting ridiculed.
I don't
you
know in that situation,
That
but
could
I
be
think
it.
it was something to do with like a scandal. I think there was like some allegations of like weird stuff going on in the organization, and then they stepped down and were like, we don't want to have anything to do with this.
Speaking
I'm like,
of
you know about it.
scandal,
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
have you guys seen the show on Ashley Madison on Netflix?
Who's that?
I heard you talking about this.
It's number 2
Isn't
show.
that like a sex site?
Yes. Yeah. How did? Okay, it was 2015. It happened. I didn't know about it. How did you know about it?
you
heard
don't
about it?
you
What?
don't live on the internet like me and Joe.
No.
You heard about it too?
Yeah.
If it's what I'm thinking it is, I saw a billboard a long time ago in Houston that was like, it was like a partner
Did you
finder.
click on it?
No, it was a billboard. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's like how you can cheat
'cause
discreetly.
Yeah,
I thought it was crazy because the billboard said something like find your side partner. It was like literally the billboard was like find your
Of course, Joe remembers that.
well, because that was a wild thing to see on a billboard. It was like find your
Find
God,
your-
I can't think of what it's called.
Find your
Affair. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was affair finder. It was like find your next affair and then
That's
ashleymadison.com.
wild.
And I was like, that's a wild thing to have on a billboard.
It's a website for married couples to find people to cheat with.
Damn, that's
And in
genius
2015,
on their part.
they got up to 37 million members,
Fuck yeah.
I know you like your
and then it got leaked.
Yeah, no, I remember that happening, and like a lot of not important people, but like big names were on there.
Biden's son.
Oh my!
I mean, he was on every site. I don't think that's a.
You know, I feel like it's not
He
like
still denies it though.
Yeah.
I still think
He
it's
was on
like I think
crackfinder.com.
it's like, hey, you shouldn't do that, but like. Wouldn't you, when you're on that, wouldn't you just be worried that everyone's like
When you use a fake name?
a cop, like or like someone that
It's
you're
not
gonna
illegal.
No, but I mean like someone's gonna know.
I know it's not a cop.
That wasn't what I meant.
You know,
bro.
be crazy. What if you had an alias on there? What if you like went out and met Taylor? Like, what if Taylor was on there and you were on there, but did like fake pictures and fake names, and then y'all met up?
How would you have fake pictures?
I mean, I don't know. People get catfish all the time.
Yeah.
That happens on a daily basis, dude.
But the big, like one of the main story, like the main storyline of the whole show was this couple that was like doing a song in Frozen, blah, blah, blah. They got big on YouTube, started a family channel. And it turns out the guy didn't cheat from the Ashley Madison website. I mean, he was like on it, but he was cheating beforehand. It's like, bro.
yeah, I mean, I don't. If you're going on Ashley Madison, it's not your first time. This is a tool.
Yeah, that's wild.
You've been doing this. This is a new way to do it.
Wild.
Yeah, yeah, that's all pretty whack. Hey, speaking of your partner, what's her name? Yeah, your wife, Heidi.
Yeah,
You know,
my friend Christian's wife.
yeah.
Yeah.
Christian's wife, Heidi. I was watching your YouTube video, and y'all went to the store and bought these like Lego things.
Yeah.
The Eiffel Tower Lego was $700.
Bro.
Is it big?
Yeah, but $700.
So the Porsche ones are like $1,000.
I thought Legos are for kids,
Yeah,
bro.
They
No,
are, but these
they're
are the technic
expensive.
ones. These are like the adult ones, and then there's rare ones. It's like Pokemon cards. There's like hard to get ones that are worth more.
Yeah, but doesn't
It's all by piece count, isn't it? It's
well, yeah,
not
but no,
by
some are like
rarity.
so like the orange Porsche 3RS one. Like they only made it for a year, so now they're on eBay for way more money because they're like, some are kind of
It's
rare.
a business.
Hey Joe, as a really big nerd, if my perception of Lego making all these like here's a dinosaur, Eiffel Tower, whatever, is it as simple as I think of like okay, they have the technology at their headquarters to go here's
Break it up
here's the
into
photo
10,000
of what we
pieces.
want, and then the computer will just be like here's everything. Like
nowadays, yes.
Because I'm like, why is it $700?
Yeah,
like that's what I'm getting at.
there's,
And I get that, like, yeah, you have the instructions and it's more specific, but I'm like, a computer probably just spit this out.
One- 1000%
Nowadays,
market.
yes, but I don't think back in the day, I think they literally had to have like an engineer like do it and then. I think there's actually an app now. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I think there's an app where you can take a picture of what blocks you have, and it'll tell you what you can build based off of the picture of blocks you have. Nowadays, yes, I have no doubt that they're just putting a model in there.
That
and it's
would be
doing
crazy.
I think
you
that
have like
exists.
700 like Legos.
I don't know if it's a picture. Maybe you have to tell it what you have, but I think there is an app where you can like tell it, I have this, and it'll tell you
can do that on
build
your
these things.
iPhone. You can take a picture of
Yeah.
Legos, and there's an app
think
that'll
so.
like pick out the Legos.
Yeah.
It's
What?
fucking crazy.
So
Hey,
I'm sure nowadays, yes, it is
Well,
pretty simple.
okay, so I got two things.
Yeah.
Is how are people getting, like, unless you're doing really well, how are people getting Lego sets for their kids when they're hundreds of dollars?
These are adult Legos.
These
Like the
are-
Eiffel Tower one probably is like for like ages like 15 and up. Like it's like a.
You think
it's like model
15-year-olds are
building.
buying $700 Legos?
Somebody is. Christian is.
This is one of those.
How do you have to be a certain age to fucking play with Legos?
I think the difficulty. Like you don't want to give your 2-year-old little daughter.
corporate
14-year-old
monopoly
could do
is
it.
what it is, bro. Just taking advantage of the
Yeah.
people is all it is.
Here's a question.
have a patent
That's
on that shit too,
crazy.
bro. Lego's worth a lot of money.
When you do, Heidi's done multiple of these like Lego sets, right?
She's done like one big one.
Have y'all ever done puzzles? Just
She
I was gonna say,
loves
this is
that.
basically a puzzle.
when you're done with a puzzle or a Lego thing,
Never have been.
what do you do with it?
She leaves them
back
on
in
the
the
table.
For years.
Like after you're done, do you go, okay, smash, back in the box?
I do. There's people that glue them together though.
Legos,
Keep
you
'em.
put them in a display case sometimes.
Yeah. There's people that glue Legos together too. You put a little glue on each one when you put them together.
And then they eat a little bit in between each piece.
Maybe.
But like after you do a puzzle and you go, oh my god, I completed it. Okay, guess I'll put it back in the
Give it to
box.
somebody
and then
else.
Heidi's sister's husband is like super into it. He's been doing it for his whole life, pretty much.
Why you say Heidi's sister's husband? Why'd you say his name?
Jim.
Yeah. Right.
yeah, well, why
Is
is,
that, is that too far?
that's disrespectful?
No, I'm
dude.
with you. That's how you should have said that. I'm just giving you shit.
But his like I think half of his garage is a Lego. Like he continuously adds onto it. Half of the garage.
I would say I personally think it's cooler when you take Legos and build something yourself
what he
than
does.
like following the. I think that's sick. Like if you
Yeah,
build a battleship,
yeah.
but it's not the Lego battleship, like that's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, like can you? I mean, this would be the same thing. I mean,
Yeah.
so when you get a table, and then let's say you're not trying to be like a alpha male, and you're like, okay, I need to follow the instructions to put this table together. That's fine. But like, if you're like, oh my god, I built this Eiffel Tower out of Legos. It took me 20 hours, but like, well, yeah, but there was 800 steps of here's what you do next. Here's what. But again, I'm sure there's I bet there's competitions of people going that like build stuff without looking at the instructions for Legos.
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know that.
think
It's
it's
a lot
possible?
of bags. It's like they come in bags and they number the bags. So like box number 1 is like book 1.
It's like IKEA, but way worse.
yeah, bro. My brain could never like. I can't do puzzles. My brain gets too distracted.
That's because you're not smart enough. How do you feel accomplished after a Lego thing if you just followed step by step
I
exactly
mean, it
how
still
to do?
takes a long time.
Well, it's
I
like
did
saying-
one of the Porsche ones, and it took me like I did it maybe like an hour a day for like 2 weeks.
I had a puzzle for
That's
a
a lot of
while. It was like first of all, you don't really, if you haven't done a puzzle in a while, we bought I think it was 1,000-piece puzzle, and it was the worst decision we ever did because it was all these, it was a picture of all these dogs running around this park, and every dog looks like the other fucking dog. There's like,
Yeah.
I mean, how you can have 3
God.
sets of Dalmatians on there? That's confusing me. But here's a little thing: if at your house, you find a table and you start a puzzle. Obviously, you do the border first, right?
Yeah.
Then it's like crack. Not hopefully crack addicts aren't coming over, but like when someone comes over and they see a puzzle, that everyone that came over would just be like,
Yeah.
and they would just sit down and try to do like a little piece, and then every per person that come, like people would just like moth to a flame.
Yeah. No one comes over to my house, so
I feel like I'm the whatever brain type that is. I'm the opposite one. So I could do like 2 pieces of the corner, but then I like go play guitar or I'll go draw or I'll like
You get distracted after putting 2 pieces on.
yeah. So I can like sketch or draw or like play guitar and like learn
say
songs.
if you leave a guitar on your table, Christian
yeah,
will jump
yeah.
on it.
I just like grab my guitar probably 2 hours a day, and I'm just like playing while watching TV.
Hey, you said that you went to, was it New Orleans?
Nashville,
same thing. And you played a $50,000 guitar.
Yeah,
And you
what was
said
that?
you had the.
It was the best guitar.
You
in
said
the
it
world.
was, you had like the $5,000 version of it.
Yeah, I had like a remake of it.
And you said it's
what is this
dramatically
guitar?
different.
dramatically, it's a Martin acoustic. but this one's from 1940, like the original one.
There's no way it sounded different.
It
Who let you
sounded
play it?
different.
Was that like a museum?
It was just at Carter Vintage Guitars, and it's like it's the most well-known store, so they have $50,000-$70,000 guitars on the wall.
And
You
they
can-
just let you play those?
yeah.
Do you have to sign a
Wild.
waiver?
I was gonna say that's like you walk into a Ferrari,
Bro,
they don't
and
let
no
you
one was
test
even
drive these
watching me.
things.
I was like, I could ding this right now, and nobody would know. I
And
didn't.
you think it sounds different?
It sounds so different. It's like
You
way
should get
more
it.
full. Yeah. If I sell all my guitars, I'd have about 30, no, maybe like 25 grand worth. So I could
what if
pay
you
for
signed
half.
all of them and then sold them?
Probably 20 grand worth.
Hey, do you think, like at concerts, people are, there's always like the thing of like, are they kind of like singing along to their songs? Are they actually singing?
Yeah.
Some people who can really sing, like Adele or something, like, she's singing. But when they pull out like a guitar, are they actually playing the song?
Yes.
Every time.
It'd be really easy to tell if they weren't.
But
I'll
like,
say, okay, Metallica concert, that was the one concert we ever went to that those guys are like, they sound, and it's live, but they are just exactly like the album. It's wild. Like, it's like when you play faster and like more distortion, it's kind of like, it's acceptable to be a little bit sloppier live. But these guys are just like, you can tell they've done it so many times that every note is just like on, like perfect. They're probably the best like live. They're the best live band we've ever seen. Like musically, like being in tune. Even the singer, like being just like the album. They are just like the album. But when John Mayer plays, every single time he plays, it's a little different.
yeah,
It's more improv. Like he'll never do the exact same way twice.
you would leave Heidi for John Mayer, wouldn't you?
Would I get all his guitars
You're like mildly in love with John Mayer.
with his playing 100%?
He hadn't done anything in a while, huh?
He doesn't need to. He's John Mayer, bro.
I don't know. Is he like retired? Is he done?
But
Is
I don't like him for like what people that don't know about guitar like him for.
I get him mixed up with Jack Johnson.
yeah, I can see that.
No.
What song?
I get both of them kind of mixed up with who's the guy from Pineapple Express? The actor? Not Seth Rogen,
James
the other
Franco?
one. Yeah, I don't know why in my head like James Franco and John Mayer are kind of the same person.
What song does John Mayer sing?
It doesn't
I
sound
got
about
it.
saying. It's
Starts
like
in
what,
my toes.
what does he play? What songs does he play? Because like fuck those like pop songs. I'm talking about like his live.
What's your
guitar
favorite John
performances.
Mayer song?
Slow dancing, but live,
Yeah,
like
that's
the
a good
live
song.
version.
Slow Dancing in a
Burning
Room.
Room.
Yeah. That's
But
a
the
good song.
live version when he's just going off at the end, you know? Yeah.
Do you think in like 20 years,
He'll be an icon for sure.
we get it, you love him, dude. Wait, with Metallica, like there's no good rock music anymore, or is that just the old person in me? Like
It's very hard.
No,
like,
it is. There's not.
like
There's-
Disturbed is still around.
So
Avenged
I can tell you,
Sevenfold.
it's very techie now. So I just got a new
yeah,
truck.
Joe knows like the best like modern rock bands, but it's
not a
like they
lot.
don't stick with you.
Well, so like I said, I just got the new truck. So when you get that, you get Sirius XM. So I have satellite radio, and there's Octane, which is like metal. And nowadays, like it's a lot of like EDM rock. Like all the new metal has like little synths in the background and like bass
Yeah.
drum. It's kind of not the same. It's not like no one's really doing that like old school like Metallica style rock
Is it
anymore.
Is it like you know how you're
Creed is coming back.
Yeah, I was gonna say like bring me
Can
the,
you take me?
Yeah. Like Bring Me the Horizons, like a modern good rock band. But again, there's a lot of like techie. There's a lot of good
Aaron
bands out
Lewis, Stained, like that same.
Yeah.
Like he's around
there. I
still.
think there's oh god, I can't think of their name right now.
You ever hear like parents or somebody say like, oh, they don't make them like they used to.
You know, it's
that's
pretty
you
good.
now.
Daughtry. Daughtry's actually still
Daughtry?
around. Yeah, I know, but like his music's actually still like really good. I think.
You know who gets me every time? We're going off beat here, but every time song comes on, I'm
Mariah
like, God,
Carey.
no, dude, Chris Cornell.
Ooh,
Chris Cornell, like he was the
Audio
lead
Slave.
singer, Audio Slave. He was like
Badass.
4 different bands, and he started doing his own things.
Like a
But,
Slave,
his voice
Audio
is
Slave?
so
Like-
good,
like a
like a
Stone.
Stone. Yeah, his voice is so iconic. Like every time one of his songs comes on, I'm like, damn, this is
Like him and the Stained guy have like the
Yeah.
best voices.
yeah.
So you know, like when you're watching Anchorman, Pineapple Express, or whatever, and you're like, no, they don't make comedies like this anymore. Like
They
super
don't.
bad. You're like
Yeah,
they
yeah.
don't, whether be too afraid to get in trouble or their movies aren't funny. And then I think the same thing when I'm listening to some, whether it be like Metallica or some like old Disturbed or some like Hail to the King, Avenged Sevenfold, and then I think I'm like my rock playlist is all stuff that came out 20 years ago, and I'm thinking I'm like
Is that because that's when you grew up?
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, does all the new music suck, or I'm just
new
nostalgia.
rock music sucks.
Oh, dude, I even say new rap music sucks dick. I will be the person to say like the modern whatever plays in Alphaland. Sometimes I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Fuck you.
Nothing rhymes.
Yeah, bro. How
like nothing? They're just
Okay,
talking sometimes. It's just some guy like slap my bitch, and I'm like, what
Yeah,
am we
that's-
listening to?
Mumble rap is stupid.
Why can't? Is it because it's like the masses don't want it? But like, why doesn't the gym play any rock music?
Yeah, rock's on its way out, dude.
It's on the way out, bro.
Well, you think rock music?
People
Yeah.
literally complain, bro.
Yeah.
Every
If you
time
put on like
Yeah.
Slipknot,
Scary, dude.
Yeah.
Rock is MAGA.
like it's like a, it's like a
scares
it's a
people.
repellent. People like go to the desk and they're like, can you really have to play this? So we'll play it like in the mornings. That's like mornings is the only time where we can get away with it. Till
all
like
old white people.
till like 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
After 12, it has to be rap, and it's like, bro.
Yeah,
bro. Like Joe knows like the
And
past.
we're in Houston too, so it's like
What is that?
Well, like I will say, like
in Nashville,
you get
it was
profiled. Like if I went on a first date and she gets in the truck and I have Avenged Sevenfold blaring, like I'm getting judged for sure. Like I would be careful with.
Yeah, but that music, like, how are people making any gains? Because, like,
It puts me to sleep.
Just recently, I randomly was like, man, I haven't listened to some Rammstein in a while, of like Du Hast and like song, and like just the like when they go in, like I'm just like, this fucks, like this is fucking sick.
It scares
and
people.
it blows my mind how anyone could listen to that and not go, okay, that's fucking sick. And I'm like, this would amp me up to lift some heavy ass weight.
yeah.
Not
this shit's off.
not like Lil Nas X. Like,
Yeah.
It's all Lil Nas X, dude.
I'm just saying.
Why'd you pick him?
Eminem, dude.
Hey, so no, it's
Hey,
cool.
Eminem, did you guys see
New album.
That's what it is, right?
Yeah.
It might be his last album.
I think it's gonna be. When is it coming? He didn't say. He just said like
next Friday, May 31st. Next Friday.
Let me transition us real quick because in last podcast I talked shit about Lil. I was saying that like I don't think Lil Nas X has a lot of street cred with rappers. Like I don't think
not
that's
at
getting
all.
you. So then the question
Why?
because of like I mean I like his
Here's
music.
what was said was that P Diddy may or may not have been having sex with dudes, and Charlie was like, "There's nothing wrong with that." And I was like, "Yeah, but probably not getting you a whole lot of street cred in the rap gang. Like I don't think Lil Nas X is." And he agreed. Then after we left, I thought in my head, I'm like, "All right, who do you think is like the scariest?" Who
50 Cent would fuck you
No,
up.
I'm saying out of all the rappers, out of all the mainstream, I'm not talking about like SoundCloud rappers that are literally killing people, but like out of the mainstream rappers, who is the scariest rapper?
The biggest thug is 50 Cent.
Like if
50 Cent?
okay, here's the question.
He would fuck you up, bro.
I have a gun to your head, and you
has
have to
people.
punch her. I'm like, you have to punch this guy. Or I'm going to kill you. Who's the worst person that would be? Like, who's the person where you're like, nah, just shoot me?
I've
Of a rapper?
50
Yeah.
Cent would
Oh, I
fuck-
got it.
I got one that I'm like,
I got you. Ready for this?
Christian's going 50 Cent.
You going 50
I'm saying
Cent?
50 Cent
I don't
has,
think 50
he has
Cent's-
connections, bro.
Yeah, but so does, I mean, bro, think about.
I got it.
I said 50 Cent. He's
Yeah.
a gangster.
Slim Thug.
I've met Slim Thug. Slim Thug's been in my car.
I bet Slim Thug would just slap the fuck out of you.
He's
He
a
looks-
big dude. He's 6 foot. He's taller than I am. He's like 6'7", 6'8". He's a big dude.
There's a Rockets player working out at Alpha now.
What is
He's also scary.
He's also 6'8".
I'm going the game, dude.
Ooh.
Oh,
The game's like literally like, I think he's like going to prison for killing people. Like I feel like he's actually killed some people.
Yeah.
Yeah, he scares me.
Hey, the baby beat up someone because he was like, he beat up some.
Yeah, I don't think 50 Cent's that
Bro,
scary,
50
dude.
Cent's kill people.
50
and
Cent's
shit.
like pretty low on my
Did you know
list.
the baby shot and killed someone in a Walmart in this video of it?
And he got
But it
off?
was like, it was deemed as self-defense. There's
In
like
Walmart?
in a Walmart, there's video footage of him shooting someone in Walmart.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the game's top of my list. Like, no offense
Yeah.
to Eminem, but like I feel like Eminem's not gonna do shit to me.
Why?
I'm cool. He's a 50-year-old white dude. We're good. It's just like punching my dad. It'll be all right.
It'd be like with 50 Cent, it's like you'd go, it's like you'd be good to your face, you know, all right, you just wouldn't do it,
Yeah.
he's super professional.
Well,
But
I mean, like-
your house would have a fucking,
That's how I feel about like Jay-Z and P. Diddy. Like they're not gonna do something, but I'm
Pistol
gonna
whipping
disappear.
motherfucker bounce a 6'2" who needs bullets. As soon as I pull it, you sweat bullets. An excellent method to get rid of the next bully. It's actually better because instead of you hurting them, you can come back again and kick dirt in them. Assaulting this, pour salt in the wound. Assault and get sued. Eminem, dude.
Thank you for gracing us with that.
You know what's crazy? Eminem was just at his Haley's wedding.
Yeah.
And he was just still on brand, standing next to his bride. She's smiling. He just still was like,
I
no
was expecting
smile.
some cry or something from the dance, you know, nothing.
do you think he just, that's how he is, or he wants to keep up the like hard?
He's
like,
gotta
That's how
keep
he
it
is.
up.
I feel like that's how he is.
to be honest, like that's the one thing. Like I love Eminem, love Slim Shady, but like one
real moment.
issue that I have with them is that I'm like, you're such like a kind of a goofy guy in your skits and your music sometimes and stuff, but like he's always this like hard, like stone cold guy that I'm like, dude, kind of
Is he married? Did he ever like end up with anybody?
No, he hates women, bro.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
No,
I think he just cares about his daughter.
I think Eminem is like one of the most one of the more secluded people. I think he likes the Detroit Lions,
yeah,
rap music,
Yeah.
his daughter.
and his daughters. I think he just lives in like a cave. I mean, when do you ever see paparazzi photos
No,
of
I know.
Eminem
But
doing
because he
anything?
doesn't. I don't think he lives in like L.A. and shit. Doesn't he live in Detroit still?
Yeah, in like
Yeah,
a
that's what I'm
mansion in
saying. I think
Detroit.
he's same with Kid Rock. I think Kid Rock like lives on a compound in like Tennessee or some
I was
shit. Like,
watching
no one ever hears anything
Kid
about it.
Rock.
Just shoot some Bud Light cans.
No, it's Kid Rock and Theo Von podcast.
That'd be
Oh,
a
I
good
need
one.
to watch. Yeah,
Bro, I
I
love
like
Theo
Kid
Von.
Rock's. I like Kid Rock.
I like Kid Rock.
He's a little controversial sometimes, but like
he's a big Trump supporter.
he's got some
right?
songs that.
Hey,
Yeah.
his song "Ain't Nobody Gonna Tell Me How to Live"
I think
is
he's just a
sick
fucking
song.
redneck.
Yeah.
Like I think he's a Trump supporter. I think he's just a right supporter on everything.
Of course, yeah, he's a
That's
redneck.
what I'm saying. I don't know if he's like.
He's like loud, proud.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got some
But
songs
he's
that are
also,
like
like-
workout songs.
He has some
dude.
songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like though he's like so redneck conservative, he
Yeah.
can still he's still a celebrity. Like, he's still gonna be cool with everyone. He's not like he's not super.
He was
like,
drinking Bud Light.
He's an American
After
badass.
he shot at him, he drank one.
There you go.
Like 6 months later.
Dude, honestly, my favorite Kid Rock moment of all time is on American Badass when it gets to like the end of the song and it's doing like the and it's like he's like on the motorcycle and then he like lands on the stage and it just is like, I am American Badass. What? It's like, you can roll with us or you can suck my dick. That is what a line, dude. You can get with us, you can suck my wiener.
Did y'all see the Tom Brady thing? What'd you think?
The roast?
The roast, loved it.
Yeah,
I thought it was.
bro. I feel
I would say
feel
something
bad
negative.
for him, man.
Fuck it.
I don't know any sports.
Feel bad for his kids.
He apparently said he regretted it.
Yeah.
I saw it on the news that I guess people that know him said he regretted it.
I was trying to
doing
figure
it.
out why these celebrities do it because I was like, okay, they don't need the money, they don't need the publicity, but
I think
apparently
they wanted it.
Well, I think the whole thing is for charity too, so I think it's I think it's a good look,
Yeah.
but to go on there after the whole like Giselle thing,
that was it, with the
Bold
kid, with
Like,
the
you know what
kids,
you're going
bro.
into.
And with the
Yeah.
kids, like they're just that, yeah.
I personally, I would say it was a little long. I get they wanted the NFL
you've never
players
heard that
to be on
before,
it.
have you? Huh?
I get they wanted the NFL players on it, but like they didn't need. They could have cut a lot of those people. Like Randy Moss, great dude, but like
You're just like, go dribble the ball, right?
he's a football player, but yeah, there were some people on that roast that like there was no need for that roast to be 3 hours long. It could have been 1 hour.
I felt
but some
bad-
people killed it,
Bro,
like,
I felt bad.
Can't.
I felt bad for Gronk.
yeah, but he is
Everyone
kinda
just
stupid.
everyone
Stupid
just
he
made
is.
fun of.
Yeah, I mean he is.
Yeah.
Bro, I lost my mind after he took the shot, and then he just spikes
Yeah,
the
he was not
shot
supposed to do
glass
that for sure.
Oh no, you know everyone in the studios or like on the thing is like, what the fuck did he just
Yeah,
do?
well, you could tell Kevin Hart was like trying to get him back in line. Like they kept having him try to like, all right, go,
Bro,
go
he
sit down.
smashed I was like, that's just a lawsuit waiting to happen. It just smashes his shot glass down.
I just watched the highlights. I didn't actually watch the whole
it's-
thing.
It was
so
good.
I didn't see
It was
that.
good. The girl killed it.
Nikki Glaser?
Yeah.
The funniest thing, and then another, I think I've like seen her on something, but I didn't know who
Yeah.
she was, and I was like, wow, she's very funny. And then the other person that I'd never heard of in my life was that Kill Tony.
Oh, the guy's funny as fuck.
Bro,
Yeah, he's
so
in Austin.
funny.
He does all the stuff in Austin with Joe Rogan.
I've never heard of
yeah,
him.
his whole thing's hilarious.
Do you guys feel like I feel like is Tom Brady doing too much like stuff right now?
Like to his face.
Damn.
Yeah, no, he looks like a fucking Barbie
He
doll.
got a face something.
I don't know what he did, but something's not right.
I saw like an Instagram reel. He like got his face like pulled and like kind of sealed back.
The face
I'm gonna do that shit.
That was
But I meant like with like he's doing like a lot of like brand partnerships and like ads and like stuff like and I get it.
I think that's someone that was at the top of their game for so long, and he's probably like looking for that high still.
Yeah, he just needs
like
to
I
be
think now that
busy.
he's retired, like he still wants to be the top of the.
like
Well,
I see at the roast. I see like a Hertz commercial. I see like the
Yeah.
therapy partnership. I've been doing therapy since I was 20. Like
Bro,
there's a
I think
lot,
that's someone's
bro.
chasing. He's chasing that.
I just
that high.
forgot that he was the Hertz commercial that kept playing. It was the lamest commercial I've ever seen. It was not funny at all.
No, yeah, it was lame.
It was a Dunkin' Donuts commercial too.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like he's bro, it's just like
I think he's just taking advantage of it, and
hang out with the fam.
he's got to, bro. He lost like 40 million in crypto. He's got to make it back.
Well, the whole thing is like I mean, that's literally why his wife like broke up with him.
No, I know. You can tell, like, bro, just like. You know?
Well, I guess she literally is like, hey, like you've already retired, like once went back, and like we're about to, like we need to raise this family, like we have all the money in the world. You're the greatest of all time, like. But I guess I guess that's an interesting discussion because like. How do you tell someone that that's enough? Like you've accomplished.
You can't change personality. Yeah, you can't change.
I think he is figuring it out right now.
Would you agree that he should have like retired and like stayed with his?
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
But also,
yeah, but didn't she still cheat on him?
We don't know.
Well,
that.
I just think he should like.
Is it justifiable to sleep with your like? Is it justifiable to cheat if he was neglecting?
No.
How does that come?
No. You shouldn't even ask that question, Max.
Well, I would. Yeah, I'd agree that she's in the wrong as well.
Yeah.
But like, do you think she used that as a defense of like, well, I was pushed to it.
Taylor gets super busy, and you start taking jujitsu lessons. We got to watch out.
Was it
especially if it's a male teacher?
Was it jujitsu she was doing?
Yeah,
something. Yeah,
no, not
jujitsu. I think it was. Yeah, it was like
she
some
was
martial
rolling
arts.
around with dudes.
Yeah.
No, it was kickboxing.
No,
it was like kung fu or some shit. I don't know what it was, but it was some kind of martial arts.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
yeah.
bro.
Poor kids, man.
What do you mean poor kids? Those kids are worth like $1 billion.
Yeah, they're not poor kids. They're rich kids.
Yeah, they'd be fucked up.
I don't think so. I mean, yeah, maybe, but they would have been fucked up either way.
Dad won't pay attention to me.
Yeah.
I feel like with roasts, it's it's kind of like do you think a lot of the stuff that people are saying that like actually knew him, not like the people who were just there as comedians who didn't really know him, that was the first time meeting him, but do you think some people when they say the jokes, they're like, oh, this is like funny because it's like personal between them, but like really they're allowed to like say the things they really hate about him and make it seem like a joke?
One
like,
joke.
You ruined my fucking career, Tom.
Yeah. Oh no, 100%. There was one joke that he did actually respond to. If you watched it, there was one thing, I forgot what they said, something about him giving someone a massage or something.
Oh yeah, and he went up and he's like,
he
don't
was
say
like,
that shit
he's like,
again.
don't fucking say that shit. And apparently that was not part of the, like, he actually was mad about that joke.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know why that one. I feel like if you're mad about it, it's because it happened.
I don't know if there's any jokes we could tell that would piss us off, guys.
I feel like if you're mad about it, it happened.
Well, if you could roast, what would you roast me about? If you could roast, we're in roast right now. Do you say one joke? What would you say?
Remember when you were strong?
Oof. Remember when you weren't gay?
Joe, remember when you finished something on time?
I don't remember that actually. That's never happened in history.
People were making a lot of like boy on boy jokes.
Yeah, there were a lot.
Is that coming back?
I don't know.
Joe's going to single-handedly bring it back.
I'm trying. I am trying. Yeah, I thought the funniest joke of the night, which was very accurate with her, like, why does Tom Brady look like a gay version of Tom Brady? And like, he does. Like, if you look at Tom Brady, that's exactly what he looks like.
Taylor showed me this whole like of what he looked like when he started and then now.
He looks younger now.
Well, there's this phrase, I thought it just applied to mainly women, but I guess it applies to men as well. But like, it says, it's like this quote, it's like, I'm not ugly, I'm just poor. That it's like essentially like anyone can be good looking if you just have enough money to like change because you can just change the entire way that you look, like your bone structure and everything.
A lot of people get hair, like celebrities get hair transplants and like, but like they just they figure it out after. Like, but how do you go? Because like C-Bum got one, but it's like you clearly see like, how do you hide it for that long and recover? Like that's
I don't think they do. I think you just get used to it. I mean, think about LeBron James. His hairline was fucking back here for a long time, and now it's here. But like, I don't even remember what he looked like when it was back here.
Oh, I didn't even know he got one.
Oh, dude, it was terrible. I mean, LeBron James' hairline was like at the top of his fucking head. It was wild.
Oh. Okay. If people are gonna get like
same with hold up, Elon Musk. He got a pretty noticeable one, but like I don't even remember what he looked like.
Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, I feel like
Justin
you just
Bieber.
don't like you get used to what it looks like. I guess
Michael Scott, bro. Look at him in season 1.
No, I looked that up. He didn't. I thought the same thing. I was like, damn, what's his real name? Steve Carell. I was like, he got one. Apparently, he's never gotten. Apparently, in the first couple seasons, they intentionally like tried to thin it out to make it look like he was more of like a everyday man. But apparently, he's never had anything done to his hair.
Yeah, but okay, like if you're maybe getting like cheek implants and like ass and like doing all these like things that are like kind of like more extreme stuff.
Do you think a hair transplant's on that same list?
No, that's what I'm saying. Is like I wouldn't hide if I was getting a hair transplant or hair plug. I'd be like, yeah, my fucking hair sucks. I'd want him. Like I think that's about as.
It's sad.
I would call that like getting veneers as like common as people like, hey, your teeth are fucked up. Like, yeah, I don't want to do braces. I don't even know if that's comparable.
Yeah, I think veneers and
Veneers are acceptable. I think.
Okay.
I think
at least that's like a 1 day, like, and you're like there. But
the hair
this would be
thing's
like
like months.
a year, probably. Honestly,
I don't know why people try to hide.
Yeah,
I think they're self-conscious about it.
and that's what makes it sad. It's like, damn,
Yeah.
like the biggest of the celebrities, like Justin Bieber has to hide it. You know what I mean?
Well, you'll see them. They'll just disappear for like 7 months, and they'll come back. And
No, I think people.
I'm also like, how long would it have to disappear?
No,
for?
people hide nose jobs, and then they say that they had a deviated septum, so they had to fix because they couldn't breathe at night.
My
But then
nose
they're
is
like,
all fucked
I
up.
might as well fix it while I'm out there.
Isn't it crazy? Like with the nose job, it's never just one nose job.
yeah, you got to keep doing
It's
it.
always like
What?
two.
You don't
to
like the way it
three.
looks.
Yeah.
That's what girls
Well,
normally though.
bro, when you get a nose job, it doesn't fully heal to what it actually looks like until a year later.
I need one.
You have to wait a year. Yeah, you do.
I broke my nose multiple times. I really can't breathe. Like it's all fucked up. But see, if I got a nose job, it
I
would
never
be to
noticed
make
your
it.
nose till you said something.
No, yeah, it's really broken. It did not come like this out of
Ugh,
the
you're
womb.
gross, bro.
If I got a nose job, I don't think I'd fix it. I'm so used to like. I think I would just fix my breathing, but I don't think I'd get rid of like the bump. I think it look weird
Bro,
without it now.
if Owen Wilson
He
can
had a bunch.
have his nose like completely crooked,
That's
and
after jobs.
but I'm just like, oh yeah, he's got a little crooked nose. That's
I think
all right.
that was multiple bad nose jobs that did that.
You got a nice
Really?
nose, dude.
Yeah, I don't think that's natural.
Huh.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I did that my video on YouTube, and we had this light up here, and it was like all dark and shit, made my hair look so bad in this video I just posted. So I'm like, and all I can look at is my hair. I'm like, God, it looks so thin.
Hey, what are y'all most self conscious about in your body?
Hair, right now.
Yeah. Right now,
Like things that you care about that probably most people don't, and then we can give each other's perspectives on your insecurities.
Hair.
I don't think anyone cares.
I look at it all the time.
Like you're so stressed about it, but like
that's all I look at.
Yeah. So
Really?
my hair is not thinning; it's my hairlines pushing back. I'm noticing that this is getting deeper and deeper, and at some point, I'm just going to be like,
so like
Yeah.
when you look at those things like every day, you're just like, I hate that thing about.
That
I'm
is-
just hoping it gets a little better, and it's improving slowly.
"Yeah, I'm using
I have like
spray
shampoo,
minoxidil stuff."
I have
and
that.
yeah.
I have like gummy pills.
I've accepted it. I'm like, I'm just gonna get a hair. It's gonna be at some point. I got to do it. But yeah, that is. I will tell you, if you take a picture of me, the first thing my eyes go to is like, all right, how'd my hair look?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Dude, anytime I film, looking for the hair.
Yeah.
See, my insecurity is something I can't even fix, dude. My wiener's just too big. No, it's the perfect size.
That's what Taylor tells me.
I'm just so.
You never want to hear that. FYI, if your girl ever says it's the perfect size, you're fucked. That's the worst thing they can tell you.
No, dude, I hate that. I'm just so like I'm like a block of cheese. Like my
Waist. Oh, you want to be like angled.
I have to be angled because I'm just like a fucking block, bro. I'm like a square block of
That's
how my
your most.
He's always been like that.
Huh.
Every like, wait.
yeah. I have to like I always will like turn and kind of need to be on the side because I don't want to be straight on because my hips are like high and then my abs are asymmetrical, which means what, Joe?
They're not even.
Okay. They're like it's like mer, 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 and then yeah, that's like my biggest
I
thing.
would have thought it'd be something else, but
What would it be?
I don't know.
Honestly, I don't like my side profile. I think my nose kind of goes like this, and then it kind of like dips down. What do you
Little
think?
hook nose.
When
I'm just
I
gonna fuck with
lift,
you. I'm
I go
making you think
super.
about it now.
I get
You don't know what I'm
super
thinking.
cross-eyed every time I lift.
Really?
I'm like, yeah, like, yeah,
I've never
help
noticed
it.
that.
yeah. Sorry,
I would say
noticing.
most people is going to be hair and teeth. I feel like that is probably 90% of the population's like worst for guys at least.
and skin.
Skin, yeah.
Do you think some people just like accept it so much? Like, let's say finances aren't an issue. Like, if your teeth are messed up, they're just like visually messed up.
Yeah.
Right. And it's not a like, oh, you could afford whether it be veneers or Invisalign or braces. But some people just they're just like, I like it messed up, or
Yeah.
they're just like,
It's me.
It's natural.
I don't know if I would get a hair transplant. That's why I'm like doing everything naturally I can to see if it'll get better. But
How much can you really do to
Well,
naturally?
I don't know, but it's also just like in a year it got real bad. So like in my diet, my gut's been all messed up, everything. So that's why I'm like eating better and stuff. But I think if it doesn't come back, like I don't know if I would even want to. I'd almost rather just let it be natural.
Yeah, but you can probably pull it off.
Just like
I'm
shape.
like a tall, skinny, white, bald dude that's pale.
Would
I can't pull that off.
if your
dude.
hair
I'm like Dr. Evil.
would,
I can't pull it off.
would you shave?
You know the guy that I would probably just go. I don't know.
Yeah, but I feel like you could pull it off. Like Joe Rogan. I've never once looked at Joe Rogan and be like, oh, if he's fucking bald. I'm always like, oh, it's fucking sick. Same with like Jeff Bezos.
It's just a lot of
Like if you can pull it off, you're good. Yeah.
Bald
Wait,
is
it
a lot of
turns out when
maintenance.
you're worth hundreds of millions of dollars, you look cool bald.
That's what I saw
Wait,
the other
The
day.
Rock?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw the other day that it was like the fact that Jeff Bezos is bald should tell every man to stop trying different treatments and shit because obviously there's nothing out there. Like if the richest people in the world that are balding are
Wow,
still
that's
balding,
true.
like there's nothing out
Well,
there.
I think he just would just
no, but
wants
there's
to
a
be
bunch
bald.
of billionaires are like balding and have thinning hair, and like if they can't fix it, you can't fucking
Actually,
fix
what's your thoughts on is a toupee is just a wig for a man, right?
it. Yeah,
Isn't
don't
it?
do that.
No.
There's also, bro, you know when you
never.
see people and it's like just let it go. Like when you see somebody's like two strands of hair like slicked over,
Yeah.
I'm like just at this point, just let
Well,
it go.
yeah, and I almost feel not feel bad, but like I almost want to talk to them, not in like a because again, I personally view hair
Yeah.
problems as like, bro, it ain't that big of a deal. Like, it ain't that big of a deal. Like, don't be insecure about this because I see people that are like actively trying to hide it and it'll be over, and I'm just more like, bro, you like I almost want to be like, it's like David, right? He does a lot of these calls with he's like a dating like service thing, and he does these like group calls like all the time, giving like tips and confidence, and like I'm almost like want to hop on there and be like, guys, just don't overthink it. Like you just
I
gotta
want to do that. I've been wanting to find a way to do group call like stuff.
talk to
Like,
David. He does them all the time.
Yeah, I want to do
But it's almost like the same thing with the hair. I'm like bro, you almost gotta like you need to not embrace that you have a giant bald spot, but like you can work with it. Don't try to like make it so obvious that you're trying to hide it when everyone can see. Where
I
you're
feel like it is kind of part of like being a man. Like if you're an alpha male, like you don't give a fuck about your hair.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Like I feel like you almost have to lean in. Like
100%.
Yeah.
yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah.
And
I
once
mean-
you get a transplant, like I feel like the texture of it is never the same.
Probably not.
It's like a lot more like coarse.
Bro,
and,
if
like-
girls can wear extensions, then guys can definitely get hair.
yeah, but kind of like Joe about like the just like natural instinct
Yeah,
of
it
like
shouldn't matter.
caring. I don't know if I care.
like
enough
rewind
do
to the
it.
caveman days. No one give a fuck if they're balding or not. Got other problems.
I have a random thought because of what you just said, Joe. I've always thought this, and it sounds like such a dumb question. Okay, let's go back to the caveman era. Okay, like, I'm assuming they just grunted.
Okay.
Okay, how at one point, okay, they're grunting, and they're like, chipping stuff, and they're making, and then one day he like holds this boulder up and goes, rock. Like how did we go from to like fire?
Yeah, I don't know. Can't explain that one. Well, we didn't. It went to Latin. I think Latin was like the oldest language, right?
I'm out of this conversation.
English is not one of the oldest languages. I think like Latin. I don't know. I'm full of shit. I don't know. Like Arabic or something. I don't know. Other shit went down first, but like English is I think from Latin. A lot of our words share like Latin.
What's one Latin word? You don't have to know what it means. Just do you know any?
Latino.
I honestly don't know. I think a lot of English words are Latin.
Like
I don't
Latin
know.
roots.
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know a single Latin word.
No, I'm sure that makes
Latin's
me
a
sound
dead
like fucking
language,
idiot.
right?
Yeah, I don't think anyone.
But how do we
speaks
just
Latin
get to
anymore.
language? How did even if it's Latin and it's like
I don't know.
Rockamus or Dorsus?
Yeah,
or
I
like,
was thinking of that with like colors. Like who the fuck was the first one that looked at yellow and was like, that's yellow? And then we all unanimously was like, yes, that's yellow.
I think that about animals all the time.
Everything.
Like who goes
Who names these species?
scarecrow? And then
Yes.
and then we have their species name, but no one's gonna want to fucking say that. So we'll call them bald eagle.
Bird.
Bird.
I don't know. How's anything happen? Why is cap a fucking vocabulary word now?
Riz.
Yeah, like we're inventing words all the goddamn time.
Yeah, but that's different, bro.
Not really.
You don't think so?
Cap.
That's cap. That's cap.
That's cap.
That's cap. Christian, you don't have a car.
No, I don't.
You share a car with your significant other,
With my wife.
with your wife Heidi.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's all she is, right? How does that work?
Her office is walking distance, so
Yeah, but
really-
every time we'll like try to do something, you're like, oh, I can't because Heidi has the car.
Oh, no, she never.
Why don't
has
you
the
just get
car.
another car?
I just have the. I mean, I'll have the. It's like I have. In my head, I got like the right of way for the car.
My car.
Can you imagine Okay.
Because I drive everywhere. I'm the only one that drives.
Paint this picture. It's 2017.
Yeah.
Got an Aventador in my
So
driveway.
saying Christian just bought his third Lamborghini.
Yeah. Every Christian is getting a new supercar every 3 months, and you go up to him and go, "Hey,
It's 6 months.
one day in the future, you're gonna have no cars," and you'd be like,
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. When are you gonna get a car?
I don't know, bro.
You know what just dawned on me?
what?
Well, we can talk about it after this, but he was literally complaining about having an extra car before we started this podcast.
Yeah.
Why don't you just drive that one?
Because I don't want to charge it.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't know
Like,
where
you're
to
literally
charge
like,
it.
I have this extra car, I don't know what to do with. Like, just drive that one.
Yeah. And I don't know.
Yeah, all right. Well, it's obviously not that big of a problem if you don't. Yeah.
I guess you can.
And Heidi loves Ubering. If she needs to go somewhere, she just Ubers.
Y'all Uber everywhere. That's kind of weird.
I don't Uber anywhere anymore. I drive. But she'll Uber.
I hate Ubers.
If she has any appointment, she prefers to Uber than drive.
because she doesn't.
She doesn't know where the hell she's going.
Is it because she
or
doesn't like to drive, or because she's like, I need to be grinding 24/7, need to be working, or is she just like sitting in the car like?
I think she's always just on her phone working. So it's like she'd rather be doing that and just get somewhere conveniently. So I don't do that. I drive.
How's your Pokemon situation going?
Haven't done much with it. But I mean, nothing. Whoa.
Senna.
I'm playing Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Guard dog right there, dude.
Yeah.
That was intense.
Someone's at the door.
How is Pokemon still
Senna. No,
like
man.
how is Pokemon still like something that like is acceptable for like older generations to play?
Because it's nostalgic. And that's what,
But
when the
old-
new one comes out next year, I'm definitely going to play it on the Switch.
There's
no,
a new Pokemon coming out?
Yeah.
Pokemon
XZ or something.
Pokemon
ZA.
stops after Gold and Silver. All
Yeah,
the
they have the remakes of Gold. Those are the best ones.
all the other
remakes.
Pokemon don't care.
Dude, I downloaded, unrelated, downloaded the update to Diablo. Pretty excited about playing Diablo
Hey,
again.
is
It
Elden
seems pretty
Ring?
good.
It is
Elden
pretty
Ring? I've been
You might like it. I fucking hated it.
really.
I pride myself as like I'm someone that was very good at video games at one point in my life. Not Elden
Is
Ring,
it
dude.
hard or is it
I've never been good at those kind of games. Like I'm really good at like first person shooters. I'm not good at the
story? Like
yeah, dude. It's just like that style. I'm like a run and gun kind of gamer. Like I like the hack and slash kind of. Elden Ring's a lot of like blocking and dodging and like knowing when to do this
Oh,
and
I hate
do that.
that.
And I'm not good at that. Like I can't. I played Elden Ring for like 4 hours, died a million times, and gave up. I never made it to the first
bro,
boss.
on the Zelda game, I'm dying a lot.
Yeah, who's that big? Who's the streamer? Like Kai?
Yeah.
I thought he just finished Elden Ring with like
The graphics just
1,000
look
deaths or
dope.
something. Yeah, you'd like it because you can sit on the couch and just play it with a controller and like it's fun. You'll like it.
Anytime I play a video game, I play for like 4 minutes and then I
You might not like it. Then. It's a game that like
like
you're
your
gonna put
sex
some
life.
hours in.
yeah.
Just 4 minutes. To do something else.
Maybe 4.
That sounds nice.
Yeah, 4 would be fucking wild, honestly.
Yeah.
How do you have time to play video games as like a business
I was
owner?
gonna never mind.
What?
I was gonna expand on that, but never mind. We're good.
You want to go down that rabbit hole?
I might. I think all men would agree with me.
What is that?
That sounds wonderful.
4 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm getting to the point in my life where like I am obviously like enjoy sex, but
Wait,
Like,
you've
I
had
don't-
sex?
yeah, a couple times. I don't know. Maybe I'm like maybe I'm lazy, but like the idea like I don't want to have sex for 45 minutes. That doesn't even sound appealing to me. I'm like
Ooh.
that sounds exhausting. Like that doesn't even sound good.
45 minutes.
That's what I'm
a
saying.
lot.
Like the idea
lot.
that thank you. I feel like a lot of people nowadays are like, oh yeah, we have an hour. Like no,
No
fuck
one,
that.
No one's having sex for an hour.
Nah, it's
Isn't
happened.
average even 7 minutes.
Yeah, calm down on that one. Bro. I'm just saying, I feel like I'd have way less. If a girl was like, look, we only have to go for 5 minutes, I think I'd have so much less anxiety.
Well,
like, okay, great, let's go.
I think the goal would be like, hey, both.
you go, I go. Yeah, okay, I'm cool with that.
Yeah,
I don't
as
know. I
long
feel
as
like
it's
there's
like
this
as soon
new-
as possible in both ways, you good.
Yeah, I just feel like now there's all these interviews with like girls on Instagram where it's like how like all the like questions they ask and it's always like, oh, like 45 minutes or he ain't shit. I'm like, that sounds so bad. I don't even want to do that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
See, that's what I'm saying.
That's
I'm
too
like
damn
excited.
long.
I'm like, oh,
I
I
got
gotta go
some
get on my
Zelda to
laptop.
play.
Like, see, thank you. All right, I feel better about this now because I'm like, yeah, it sounds great.
How's the baby making coming?
I just got my
Speaking of-
refill of the medicine. I just finished my first vials of the HCG and FSH.
So you're like actively trying,
uh,
or are you actively trying, or you're like gonna do the treatment for a little bit and then try?
she's been off birth control for like 6 months.
All right.
6 months. Or maybe 8 months now. But I didn't find out I needed medicine until like 3 months ago. So, but then we went to the wedding. I didn't take it with me. So then I've been like 5 or 6 weeks on it. So, but now, get this, my refill, the guy's like, okay, you're up for I can give you a 1 vial, so like 1 month, or I can give you 3 vials. I'm like, give me the 3. So I just got 3 vials.
Just take it all the same time, and then it'll increase the dose.
So technically speaking, like any day you could text us and be like, I'm having a baby.
Yeah. I think it takes a while to build in the system, but so
you don't know that.
With 3
if
more
you're
vials,
trying, like
with
it
3
could be
vials,
tomorrow.
it
You
could
could
be
find out
tomorrow.
today.
Yeah.
So that's exciting.
That's really exciting.
You want a boy or a girl?
I don't care.
But if you had to pick, what are you more stoked on?
I want both.
Okay, but
I
first
think
one, like, what are you more
I think
excited
it's
for?
crazy.
I wouldn't care.
Yeah, you would. That's bullshit. You want one.
Isn't
or
it
the
wild
other.
that people get upset that
I'm
people
not.
would
I'm
like
just saying
have
you
a preference?
You do.
If it was like, hey,
That's what I'm saying. It's just what's your preference?
boy,
Okay. What's your preference?
I've always said girl,
Okay.
but
I'm leaning towards a girl
think
now,
I would,
honestly.
I think that I would rather have a son first, so I could like just be more active at a younger age with him, and like whoop his ass until he's like fucking
beat your child.
till he like I want to outbench him till the day he fucking can't. I don't know, till I die. You know what I mean?
I made a comment once. I said like, "Oh, I want to have a boy, so then they can like look over their younger sister if I have one." And
That's misogynistic,
Oh my
dude.
god!
Why can't your
bro.
daughter
I had
look over
people
your
be
son?
like, "Oh, you think women need men? You dumb."
Well, I just want to work. I just want to work out with my son.
You know what? To be honest, anyone who like follows me that gets upset about it, just like I'm not the guy for you.
Yeah, fuck a goat.
Because if I like, I've been putting out content for 10 years, and if all of a sudden like that comment you didn't think like,
It's because you're hanging out with me too much.
no,
That's
I
what
just
people are
think
gonna
it's
say.
like, I don't understand. Last little thing on kids. I know we're kind of running late here. These pods are a little shorter. I realized we need to learn how to do more stuff before we have kids.
Fact.
We calm down. You need to learn
Me
how to
and
do
we
more
need to
stuff.
learn how to do more.
I know how to do a lot of things.
He does.
I can't like if he's gonna be like, Dad, like let's hang this picture on the wall. I'll be like, oh, I gotta call fucking.
You can call me because I come right now. You call me. I'm already hanging shit at your house.
Yeah.
Anytime someone needs to hang a TV, until Christian hired a whole fleet of fucking contractors. Before that, I was the person that was hanging all the TVs and shit.
I mean, but I guess what would have been cooler, like, yeah, I'm out here like raking leaves with my dad, or it's like, no, my dad just pays someone to come and do
I
all this.
really
that's
think
not
when I
cooler.
get this new house, like when we get, like I'm gonna transition my lifestyle or something.
Start doing
and
drywall and
learning
stuff?
I feel like you
stuff,
should. Yeah, I
I'm
respect my
down.
dad more. I think I respect my dad way more even now that like he still mows his own grass and stuff. Like I respect that.
Yeah.
I don't think I want to be a little kid that's like,
Your dad's just a multimillionaire
like-
mowing his fucking lawn.
yeah, I
Well,
appreciate that.
some people like the.
That's what I'm saying. I appreciate
don't like mowing
that.
lawns.
I don't know. As a kid, I feel like that's better than like, oh, my dad's rich and pays somebody to do everything. Doesn't know how to do anything.
Yeah, I agree.
Are you gonna? So like when you have
Like
a kid,
Hanny's gonna come by, we're gonna say all the stuff we need, and I'm just gonna go to Home Depot.
This is gonna last for 1 week. Yeah, I don't see that lasting very long, but maybe.
kids are. To be honest, as soon as my kid turns like, when the kids start mowing the lawns? Like 8.
When you start lifting at 12,
Nowadays, I don't know, dude. You can get
I
sued.
started mowing the lawn at like 8.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna make my kid lift that early,
I'm not gonna make him. He's gonna want to be like daddy.
bro. I didn't start working out till I was.
He'll probably want to play sport. He'll probably play basketball and stuff.
Yeah,
I don't
in
think any
sports-
little kid like wants to go to the
You know,
gym.
I actually just volunteered at Dulles High School.
For what?
Anything available with this work with like in the weight room, but it's kind of like a bigger liability.
Are you
So
Are you sure you're gonna want to go in like looking like that though? Maybe like lean up a little bit, just a little bit.
they even like maybe do some talks,
Yeah.
some talks, and then do like the summer program.
What's the liability?
Well, if I'm not an official, if I'm not like a teacher,
Yeah.
it's like kind of hard to get me in the weight room, like actually helping with the
oh.
kids. But there's like a lot more they can like. The average household income's like they need a lot of like they just need anything like they'll take anything.
I would like to do like the basketball coach.
Yeah,
Like if I was retired and had nothing to do, I'd like to go coach like a little league team or something.
so I'm not good at sports, so I just only weight training.
Yeah, but bro, I don't think I could ever wrap my head like how do you like if you were like coaching like a kid's baseball game or something, and then one of the kids is just like not like just
Yeah, I'd get
just,
kicked out
and
immediately.
Like how do you just be like just hit the fucking ball, dude? Like why didn't you run right there? Like
I want to work with middle school and high school because I feel like they'll actually like
No, you're
take
still gonna
something
have
away
kids
with
that
you.
suck.
You know what I mean?
I don't
like,
know.
I've had high school teachers like have an impact on me. So I think that if they see someone who's like been literally at their school that is successful, has their own shit. You know,
I'd have to really work on my vocabulary before I took a high school coaching job because I'm going to HR immediately.
Yeah.
What did Coach Benedettini call me?
Yeah,
He told me to fucking go.
Yeah, I don't think I could. We had a high school coach that would call the basketball team Clements, very nerdy, stupid school where we sucked at basketball. We had like one black kid on the basketball team, and our coach called him Token all the time. And at the time, I didn't think that was, I never even thought about it, but he would always refer to him as Token. And then it was brought up at one point, and the coach was like, no, I'm married to a black girl. It's okay. And the school was like, yeah, like, it's okay. Like, he got away with it. Like, he was like openly racist, but if you ever called him out on it, I'd be like, no, my wife's black. And everyone would be like, oh, okay. And now I'm kind of thinking he might have done that as like a strategy.
I mean,
like, he was like openly racist all the time.
I think times have, look at like.
This wasn't that long ago. This was like 12 years ago.
Yeah, but look at like Not Another Teen Movie. It's like, oh, you stole our routines. Like, we are the North Compton Wildcats.
Oh, I don't know.
We ain't white. We ain't white.
I didn't see that.
You don't know that? Oh,
I have no idea what you're doing.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the part where you're like, whoa, they said that? Okay.
Anyways.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to end it up here, guys. Another amazing pod with the Goom and the Joe.
Senna, it's okay.
You need to get your bitch on a leash. Dude.
Hey, don't talk to my girl like that. Don't you talk to my girl like that.
New episodes every Monday, 9 a.m. Eastern time, unless you don't get one. If you're on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Christian has about 1 month left to hit 1 million subscribers before he loses to our bet.
Give me to 100K.
Christian said in 18 months he would have 1 million subscribers.
What do you got?
62.
Nice. I mean, but what are your views?
My views are more than when I had my million.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's a more loyal. That's more valuable.
Bro, you're like all over the place in your content recently. Like, I'm like, Christian is trying everything.
Yeah.
Like,
You gotta stay on your toes.
I kind of started a podcast.
You got to evolve. You started a podcast?
Sort of.
When are we coming on it?
you said you were going to start a podcast a while ago.
Well,
'cause you go,
that's the style I would do.
You text me like a year ago. It was like, tell me what to buy. Come set it up. And then you never.
I pretty much need a room to film.
Yeah, but then I'm saying you hit me up like a year ago asking.
It's
about
actually
that,
getting
and then
done.
you never-
I'm doing like similar to this, but lightwood. So it's not the same.
Exactly this, but black couch lightweight.
Yes.
can we come on your podcast?
Oh yeah, 100%.
What's it? Is it like fitness podcast?
No, but the intention of it's going to be to get more like direct content videos. So it's like 15-minute like focus specific video, and then maybe add B-roll.
Do these count towards your 1,000?
Yeah, those will.
Yeah, it's like this. I'm gonna do it.
Every story
will.
counts
Yeah.
towards this 1,000.
I already did 100 videos on my new channel.
Really,
Yeah, I'm fucking going,
bro? I've done 0 videos in the time you've done 100.
Damn.
Yeah,
Yeah, you fucking suck,
it's been
bro.
10 months since I posted a video. At this point, I'm done. I've been recognized in.
Can I have your
10
channel?
months. No, honestly, you should just take my channel, dude.
You can take mine too, my old one.
You got
Can I?
one.
Yeah, just go on there and do what you want.
I'm just going to put my wiener
You
on
should
there.
sell it. No, you shouldn't do that. You
Who's
piss a lot
going to
of people off.
buy?
Somebody would. Some like Temu fucking company would just buy it and start
What are you doing?
just trying to get some attention, dude.
Just under my leg. All right. Give us a 5-star review. Leave a comment. Hit the like button. Tell your friends. See you next week. Thanks so much for tuning in. Eat more sour strips and ever forward. I think dude knows the outro because he always stands up.
Yeah.